make a bunch of noise. All you V10 enthusiasts, it's finally time. Everybody's asked us to make the ultimate exhaust configuration for the S85 V10 powered E60 M5. And today is finally the day that we showcase what we believe is the ultimate configuration to truly draw out the best sound characteristics out of what is, quite frankly, a spectacular engine, a Formula One car block inside your regular 5 Series. I know you, probably like myself, remember seeing this car, silver in color, in Jeremy Clarkson's Top Gear video, where he does the first part, which is he hates the car, then second part, after he hits that M button, the car is transformed. This car is a manual, so we're gonna have a bunch of fun today, but let's talk about the exhaust configuration we've got. So the configuration ultimately follows the same pathway as the factory exhaust, but there's a couple key improvements. The first is the system is dual resonated before the merge section. This helps smooth the exhaust tones out of the headers. The car that we're testing on today has the factory headers installed, and it has the factory catalytic converters installed. So that's in the front section. Then it goes back to this very, very large single section in the midsection. This is designed to amplify that exotic sound, bring all the sound characteristics together with as much cross section as possible, then fire the exhaust sound back out to the rear muffler section. Piping is unrestricted all the way back to the valve muffler casings, and when the valves are closed, obviously per the Valvetronic theme, super, super refined sound in the car. You'd think the car is bone stock, but then with the valves open, the car sounds absolutely phenomenal. I'm very excited for you guys to enjoy this. Everybody's asked us for a long time to build the ultimate E60 S85 type configuration. Now, before we jump into the video, just want to let you guys know this setup is a pre-production unit. That's why a little bit of adjustments need to be made on the hangers so it's dialed in perfectly. But just for the video, we wanted to get this out to you guys as fast as possible and showcase what the sound is like. And your system, when you buy it, will have the tips nice and level. We just need to make those adjustments on the hangers for the production units, but we know everyone's very excited. Additionally, you can see here the oval-shaped exhaust tips. Now, everybody loves the Eisenman setup. The oval-shaped tips look phenomenal in the bumper. And we followed suit with the same oval-style tips to give it that look. It's my favorite exhaust outlet look on the E60 M5s. Really fills up the diffuser space nicely. So the oval tips are what comes with it. It does come with a standard set of round tips, but I love the ovals, and that's what we got rocking here today. Full exhaust package, vacuum valves. It's the most reliable setup. We're putting this reliable technology on a vehicle that might not be the most reliable, but it's a lot of fun. In the video today, we're gonna showcase all the sound characteristics. We're gonna do a startup, we're gonna do some revs, we're gonna do flybys, we'll do hard accelerations in the car. The car is a manual, and this car is a little bit older and has some miles on it, so we're not gonna go crazy with the standing launches, although it'd be cool to see a bunch of tire smoke. We'll save that for a later video. We're gonna put you guys in the passenger seat with me so you can experience the V10 wonder, and then we'll put a GoPro on the rear bumper so you guys know from all angles how good your E60 M5 is gonna sound with this exhaust configuration. I'm excited, guys. Let's showcase what is the best sound for the E60 M5, maybe even perhaps better than the Eisenman setup. Let's get to it. right, people, inside the E60 M5. These cars are so special, but everybody usually does the Eisman setup. They do muffler deletes. They do a bunch of other exhaust configurations, which might not be optimal to the V10 experience. Now, we're driving with the valves open right now, and of course, E60 M5 things, we're keeping the revs under 2,500 until that oil temperature is nice and warm. But as we get the car warmed up and we're going along, if you have the valves open and you're just cruising normally, the car's got a nice motorsport sound. It actually kind of sounds like a Gallardo at lower RPMs. At 2,000 RPM, it's loud in here and it's exciting, but it's not boomy, bassy, or droney. It's just kind of loud, which is nice. Then if I close the valves, the car really goes back to being super, super refined. It's like in here, 2,500 RPM. Even at like 2,200, it's very, very refined inside the car, which, again, it's the E60 M5. The muffler deletes, the resonator deletes, they just make the car raspy and sound bad. And then the Eisman setup is really cool, but you could buy a full exhaust package with valves from us for less money. So you could buy a full exhaust package for less money than it would cost just for the axle bag mufflers of that system. So I think this is a much more reasonable spend of your money. Get a full exhaust package, valved of course, and pick up a huge amount of flexibility with the setup. All right guys, we're gonna let the car warm up a little bit more, and then I'm gonna stop talking now and just listen, sit back and relax and enjoy what we think is the best sounding E60 M5 out there. Let us know in the comments what you think. Valvetronic difference. Listen to how good this car sounds. I don't care what anybody says. That sound right there, from like 5 to 8, that is the best sounding E60 M5 out there, bar none. Listen. There are other systems. The Eisman setup, everybody loves it. People do muffler deletes, they do headers. This is how you do the E60 M5 justice with the perfect exhaust setup. Also, it's important to remember, viewers, this car is bone stock. It has the Dynon mods on it. Quite honestly, I'm not exactly sure what that means or is, but it has a stock intake. There's no, I think there's maybe a Dynon software, which is basically a factory software. Maybe a couple extra horsepower, but no other modifications really besides this exhaust setup. So your E60 M5 bone stock could sound this good with one modification. E60 M5, ready? Woo! Make a bunch of noise. See that truck? We're gonna catch him. Be tight. Ah! Oh wow. You know what I have to say? This car is very cool. I can't imagine what this car must have been like when it was brand new. guys, is how we crank up the V10 S85 experience with our full Valvetronic exhaust system. Now, this exhaust, compared to Eisenman and a lot of other great companies that make exhaust systems out there, is going to give you the flexibility, give you that ultimate sound with the dual resonated setup and that wild single section, really amplifying the V10 experience. This car has been so much fun having it here at the shop, and everybody's asked us to make the V10 experience and crank it up. The next V10 car we might do, hopefully it'll be a Carrera GT, my favorite car of all time, but this car is extremely special just like that. And with that, if you guys are looking to get an exhaust like this for your vehicle, check us out at Valvetronic.com. For your E60 M5, your Ferrari F8, your F80, whatever it is, we got you set up. So check us out at Valvetronic.com. We look forward to making sure your V10 sounds as good as this. Catch you in the next one.